So what I want you guys to do is you guys are gonna go back, you're gonna leave them themselves finishing. You need to keep your thoughts in the book. That we've been working on this week. What is the strategy that we've been working on? And we've been just doing little parts of this. But what is it, Bryn? What have we been trying to figure out?
What the author's trying to do, like make the story.
Yeah, why is the author writing a story for us to read? What's the author's purpose we've been talking about, okay? So my light helper, can you get, Alexandria, can you get our lights just a little bit there? Okay, and I want to show you something. I want you to turn and look to this, and this is what we're going to be really looking at when we try to figure out the author's purpose. Okay, so it says, what's the author's purpose? It's as easy as what? Pie. And I want you to remember how to spell pie. Spell it with me.
P-I-E.
Okay, the reason I want you to remember how to spell pie is because every time I ask you the author's purpose, you are going to be able to answer with either a P, an I, or an E. Because the P stands for persuade. We've been talking all week about how authors sometimes try to persuade you in their writing, in their stories. An I stands for inform. What does that mean, inform? AJ, what does that mean? Information. They're teaching you something. We're doing that in our All About books right now. Then E stands for entertain. What's that, Tatum?
It's like where like you put on a show and you can like just it makes them like happy and
Right, it's for fun. Okay? It's for fun. They're just trying to teach us or have our story telling us about different things and just we might think it's funny. Okay? We might just be enjoying it. Okay? That's what they're doing. They're just trying to entertain us. Now, persuade, inform, and entertain. Pie. Think of our story of the week, Dear Mr. Blueberry. Which one of these is our author trying to do? Cameron?
maybe persuade.
Persuade. Why, Cameron? Why are they trying? What is that author doing in Dear Mr. Blueberry when he's trying to persuade us?
Emily wants to know information is see if there's like a blue whale in her pond, and then he's like, no, there can't be, and all this other stuff.
Very good. Those two characters are writing letters back and forth, trying to persuade each other that, no, there's not a blue whale in the pond in your backyard. Okay? What else is this author trying to do? Because sometimes author's purpose is more than one thing. What else, Tatum?
Information.
It's trying to inform. This author, Jonas, what part of this is trying to inform?
Like when she asked, what can I feed it? And he also said whales live in salt water and whales are migratory.
Exactly. He is telling us true information. Okay? He's trying to persuade us. He's trying to inform us. Could we even say he's trying to entertain us a little?
Yes.
Could we say that? Sure we could. So sometimes stories tell us lots of things. Okay, so today during Read to Self, when you are reading your story, I want you to decide, what is the author's purpose of the book you're reading? Think of pie. Is this author trying to persuade you? Is the author trying to inform you? Or is the author trying to entertain you? Okay, we're going to share those a little bit later. So right now, we're going to go to my guided reading group, the Waddlers. I want you to quietly go to the table. And the rest of you, hold on, we're going to be going to round one in just a minute. Blue row, you may go quietly to Read to Self. Green row. Orange row, red row, just got back from Florida, so we're gonna try to catch you up just a little bit. But your assignment was to finish reading Flat Stanley, okay? So what we did is we talked about the beginning, we talked about the middle, and we talked about problems that happened in Flat Stanley, okay? And usually at the end of the story, what do we hear? What do we see? What do we read about the problem? What happens? We have a problem, then we have a resolution. Talk to me about what happened at the end of this story. Did we have any resolutions? What happened?
Fantasy and her father were there. They brought the police, just like Stanley said, and then the police, and then Stanley showed the police where they went, and then the police got his Sir Hilarious followers and Sir Hilaria.
Very good, good comprehension. What else happened? AJ?
Well, Stanley went in the tomb, and it was three. To get in the tomb, he had to go through a 3-inch wide little slot in the tomb, and then.
So do you think they picked a good character to go through that 3-inch little slot? Because
He was a 1/2 inch, I think, or 1.5 inches.
Very good. Tata?
Well, I think he's 3 inches, and at the end, Stanley kind of tricked him, so he would get into trouble, and so he could help on it. So he would steal everything, and since he heard what they said, what they're gonna do to Stanley, then he made them that one.
Very good idea, right, Tata?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How do you pick the books in your book box?
You just pick the books that you want, like any of these books, you can get new ones if you want, but you only can have a couple books each time.
Okay. Are they books at your level, or are they books you're just interested in?
I'm interested in. But this is not a book. I brought this from home.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Think of pie. Persuade, inform, entertain. Paige, why do you think this author chose it? Okay, to entertain us, because who has a character, I don't know of any other author who has a character that was flattened by a bulletin board and is now an inch thick.